and this is my first attempt at horoscopes, daily horoscopes in the ASMR. I don't know why, but I just decided to do this shit. So here it goes. Alright, Saturday, October 2nd, Aries. Sometimes it can look as though you are losing when you are actually winning without knowing it. It may seem that you are getting more and more behind, and success seems far less likely. You may even receive word that you have lost, but that does not always mean you have. Today, Aries, accept any signs of missing out with grace, while recognizing at the same time that it could all turn around for you very quickly. Just as you may feel you've suddenly fallen behind, you can similarly spring forward unexpectedly. Alright, Taurus, if someone wanted to marry you, they would first get to know you. They probably wouldn't pop up and ask you to marry them, and if they did, you would probably think they were crazy. Keep this analogy in mind today, Taurus, in case you have been thinking about jumping ahead with a plan. Although this probably doesn't involve a relationship, this is something you have to know more about on a much deeper level. Taking that leap without doing so might be pretty reckless and foolish. Alright, Gemini, you may be avoiding someone who has asked you to do something you don't want to do. And even when asked directly, you make excuses. This leads to them asking you again and again since they don't really know how you feel, Gemini. They may even think they are doing you a favor by continuing to ask, but this could go on for a while if you don't speak up. If you have no interest, or if you disagree with some aspect of this, say so. Say so, bro. That way you don't have to worry about it any longer. Cancer. Stories of people who succeed at their dreams are captivating. We love hearing about someone who beat the odds to manifest a wonderful dream of theirs. Yet that probably isn't how dreams come true most of the time. When we set up our expectations to believe something magical will happen, and that something as simple as waving a magic wand will make it happen, we are also setting ourselves up for disappointment. But that disappointment is not necessary, Moonchild. You need to expect success.
Clapper.
Part 2. Leo, if you don't appreciate what you already have, each moment of joy, each second of tranquility and happiness, then what is the point of any future goals or dreams you might have? If you don't recognize and hold close the good times that come with each day, Leo, it is doubtful that you will fully recognize any future opportunities for happiness. Living in the moment can be a difficult task to rise to, but it is certainly possible. Start today by looking around you and acknowledging all that you already have. There will be more of it if you do. Virgo, you may be struggling whether to say yes or no to an offer, an invitation, or an opportunity. You can probably see quite a few positives about saying yes, but you can also see a few negatives as well, and it may be that whenever you come close to an answer, you go backward and start feeling those doubts again. But if you can try to imagine what it will be like if you actually did say yes, and think about what would happen after that, if you truly experience it in your mind, Virgo, then you might be able to come up with a final answer. Try it. Libra, you may have already put far more time, effort, and perhaps money or other resources into something that is worth it. You may not have guessed it would be this hard or would take this long, but now, Libra, you may feel that you are in it so deep that if you give up, you would be throwing away all you have already invested of yourself. But striving for something is never a waste in the big scheme of things. There is always a benefit that comes from it, and sometimes many benefits. Try to look for the golden moments of this experience, and if you judge it accordingly, take those and move on. Scorpio, you can share a secret diplomatically and without going
Clapper.
Last part, Sagittarius. And while fantasies and hopes play a great role in our lives by enabling us to see possibilities, real life is often not that simple. Just because a fantasy of yours is not playing out as you wish, Sagittarius, does not mean you can't make it happen. It might be trickier, but you can do it if you approach it realistically and have realistic expectations. Capricorn, a venture of yours may not be doing well. You may feel like it isn't going to work out. And since you may have invested a lot of time, energy, and hope into it, you may feel very disappointed. But don't go there yet, Capricorn. It isn't over until it's over. And it's not over yet. You may think that by getting out now, you can spare yourself even more disillusionment. But what if you quit too early when there was still a chance? There is still a chance. Keep trying. Aquarius, if you invited a bunch of picky eaters to a dinner party, you could easily drive yourself crazy trying to please all of them. One might be a vegetarian, one a vegan, one a meat and potatoes dinner, and another might hate certain spices or vegetables. You know you can't please everyone, so you might just want to take them out to a restaurant with a big and diverse menu instead. That might be a bit like a dilemma you're facing now, Aquarius, as you try to please certain people in your life. Is there a creative solution like the one above that caters to everyone without too much trouble on your part? There sure is. Pisces, you have spent quite some time complaining about something about your life that you don't like. You may have shared your thoughts with family members, friends, and perhaps even acquaintances because it just bothers you whenever you think about it. It is as if you are almost resigned to your miserableness, Pisces. If you could put that same energy into changing what you don't like, you might have made it so much better by now. But it's not too late. The next time you have the urge to complain, do something constructive to change what you want to complain about. Boom.
Clapper.